Let's go to the testing area now. Yeah, testing area time. These are Lucas's testing grounds, to be more specific, because Lucas is trying to test to see if you're man enough in order to save your woman. But little does Lucas realize is that the woman has put the pants on and is about to hang him by his bootstraps. Well, let's see if I can get any more. Oh yes, the sealed door system. Yep, that's a great tip right there. Some doors will only open after defeating certain enemies, so make sure you find and kill them to proceed. Yes, kill them. Murder them. They're party goers, but they can go fuck themselves with their silly party hats and what have you. Alright, now just like in every other area, there's one. Well, this time, the guest house also did have a second doorway out, but you really did not want to use the second doorway out in guest house 1 because it leads nowhere. You can go this way when you're ready, or you can go this way when you're ready. This door is locked. Let's read this paper, which also says, I'm tired of chasing all these shitheads around the yard. Just like the one you find during the main game, this is actually dramatically the piece of paper that tells you where each of the 3 dog heads are so you can get to the main house proper. Outside the main house, rather. If you do a good job, I'll reward you with skills. Skills are, how should I put it? Well, they're things that have an effect on you when you carry them. If you carry lots of skills, you can become super powerful, but be careful, some skills have negative effects. Also, the more skills you carry, the less food you'll be able to hold. Don't you think these skills sound like something from a video game? Crazy, huh? Zoe. Yeah, it is like a video game, isn't it? Look at this paradise we have found ourselves in. Yes, this is as good as it gets. Silly times, silly music. You can turn it off and set your own stereo. Make yourself laugh. Get jolly. Have a beer. Do what have you, in order to have a good time at Jack's 55th birthday, because as much as this party is for Jack today, this party is just for me. Let's go to the item chest. Yes, you can store items here. Very seldom are you going to be putting items back into the item chest, of course, because it takes time to go through the item chest. So you don't want to use that time just going through the chest. What you really want to do is get the hell around the map and get the food. So let's put some skills on, shall we? These are the skills that I just unlocked from the last map, so now I have Psychostimulant effect, my attack power is increased, and I take less damage when I get hit. Let's party. Okay. Also like to think that Mia honestly would make a fantastic babysitter. She has a wonderful speaking voice and is so good with children. Alright, now let's combine some beer and some fruit. A selection of fresh fruit. Beer with added fruit juice extract. How refreshing. Fruit beer, of course, is a little bit more valuable than just feeding beer or feeding fruit, respectively. You get more bang for your buck. In this game, 2 + 2 = 5. Why? Because it's a birthday party. It doesn't have to make sense. Let's go to this down corridor area here. Let's see if we can freeze that clock. Oh, somebody's coming up from a nap. Yeah. And thanks to that firepower upgrade, all I have to do is just shoot him in the head. Because one thing I've come to realize in the latter levels, because they increase the health that the enemies have, you really want to get headshots in order to dispatch them. Oh, oh my god! Hey, I heard you got some food. Yeah, you wanna give me some of that food you got there? Hey, I heard there were snacks. Howdy, partner. I'm Mr. Red. You see, that's my door behind me, but you really don't want to go. Oh, jeez, oh no. I can't stop him from going in. My stew. Not my stew, my spice and my cheese. Oh, you little dickens, you. Oh, come back here, you little devil, you. Okay, now let's make a nice cheesy fondue by combining stew with cheese, and let's run back the other way. This game wants you to stop the clock as often as you can, and that's why they put these enemies on a respawn timer. So as long as enough time has passed, after you kill these guys, all you have to do is re-enter the area, because this is basically mercenaries at this point, just like every Resident Evil game since Nemesis has a mercenaries mode, that they have to have a location-based spawn system, of course, in order to have enemies respawn, so that they are not spawning needlessly in areas where you can't kill them. Well, darn, it looks like I have just about squandered my chance at an S rank. Alright, feed him some of this shit. you are going to really be spoiled as to how quickly the satisfaction gauge fills up while you're in these early level stages. Jack gets really hungry during the latter stages, especially the main house too, where his bar, I estimated that, observe also that they had enumerated the number of points by which the game will fill a satisfaction meter. I think it's like 5,000 points in order to fill up Jack's belly in the latter stages. Alright, so I got some wine in here. I can't go through that door because I have to kill the corresponding enemy. Huh, how interesting. That's never happened before. Usually I either have to find a key or I have to unblock the door by some other way, like dramatically blowing up an explosive barrel or what have you. Alright, or how about a stick of dynamite? Right, let's go this way now. Viewers may realize that this is actually not the way that you enter this area. I'm going in reverse because here is the button where you push the stairs. Here's the guy who gives you the passcode. And here's Mr. Blue, who's going to help me unlock the blue door. And the blue door is downstairs down that really long corridor that I passed up. Alright, so now you're dead thanks to headshots. Grab some beer. Oh, beer. Let's make some tom yum. Yeah, a spicy and sour Thai specialty. So as long as you combine your foods first, you get the synergistic effect, and the game wants to use your hours of training in order to get you in the mood to make up some awesome recipes. Is there another four-legged around here? Yeah, watch out for the four-legged guys, because they are just as dangerous as ever. Alright, blue blaster time. Gonna run down here now. I love the lasers. The lasers give you stupid amounts of time every time you kill enemies. You also get infinite ammo and lots of attack power, so normally enemies only take 2 to 3 hits in order to die unless you shoot them in the head. And you can attack them from a distance too. Boom. Got you, mister. How was that? Did I put enough paprika on that hot dog? I shouldn't go over there because I am out of space. Switching back to my handgun, and boom, enough time had passed, so now this guy had respawned, allowing me to get some clock freezing time, and enough time to go through this whole area, because again, we are moving slow as molasses rolling down a hot, sweaty chin. You are going to love having speed upgrade, and once you unlock it, and then meanwhile, I know it's not enough, Jack, but what's a guy to do? Alright, instead of feeding him these raw ingredients, I'm going to go down the hall, access the blue-colored door after I kill this guy, because this guy is just waking up from his food coma. Oh, it's like every day is Thanksgiving at the Baker house, except it's the middle of July. Yep, it is the blue door. And the game is nice enough also to show a little unlock icon to just remind you of enemies you've already killed. The most important enemies you can kill in this minigame, of course, are the colored enemies that correspond to each of the locked doors in the map. Blue, yellow, red, purple, and green, respectively. I had just gotten some fruit. Let's combine it with a beer. Just gotten some chicken. Let's combine it with a spice. Let's go around the corner just to ensure... Oh, four-legged. They want to have lots of time to take out the four-legged because the game is very aware of how annoying those little bastards are. That's why it gives you lots and lots of time when you kill those guys. Hey, I heard you got some food. Oh, jeez, I can't eat with no face. I'm going to go back up the stairs and take a right because Mr. Four-Legged over here is going to respawn. Where is he? Or is he on the left? Oh, there he is. Sorry, I got so darn confused because this map is almost exactly the same in the level 2 variant, except that more areas are unlocked. I've already been in here, eh? Well, darn, I guess I forgot. Let's go over this way. I got lots of time. I think 5 minutes is the cutoff time for a B rank. Grab some wine. Wine, honestly, is probably one of the worst things that you can have in your inventory, because not only does it take up a lot of space, it doesn't really fill Jack up all that much. No, 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 no. You cut that crap out. Penalty on offense. 5 yards for encroachment, and an automatic first down. Boom. Well, using football terminology, of course, because I guess Jack was a former football player. I cannot fathom Lucas being a football player. The dude is too skinny. He's too skinny and he's too annoying. So if he did ever try out for the football team, he easily got a swirly at some point. Knock off the hats on these clowns. Get some more time. I anticipate there's going to be a four-legged molded waiting around the corner. because some of these guys have spawning conditions. Once you meet the condition, the enemy will spawn even though it was not spawning before. This is especially important if you're trying to hunt down enemies that are corresponding to the locked doors. Some of these color-coded enemies will only spawn if you meet certain kill requirements, like clearing the room, for instance, or clearing the room a second time. You will need lots of practice in order to learn each of these conditions so that you will have the best party time possible. Eat the chicken, eat the wine. Here, have a beer. Is that enough? Of course it's not. Alright, let's get some more food. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I have at least 1 whole minute. It's a beautiful thing. Here, I have even more time now because I just got 7 seconds for getting a critical headshot on that foe. I think this door over here actually is not locked, so I can get whatever is in here. Well, I think there's a surprise waiting. Yep, it's Mr. Yellow. Hello there, sir. Aren't you looking dapper this afternoon? Bye. All right, there's no food in here. I'm going to use this machine gun instead. Thank you for the machine gun ammo. Let's go around the corner because I just unlocked the yellow door. Hello there, sir. Howdy, partner. All these guys look adorable with their little hats. They put fucking hats on zombies. Honestly, that is so great. I love that this minigame exists. Because if one thing I noticed that is very Resident Evil is that at some point the game tries to get you to laugh. They understand that it's scary. They know that it's frustrating. They know that's downright terrifying and may disincentivize you from actually finishing the game. This is a minigame that's going to give you a little reinforcement. Here, let's feed him some cheese. Oh, what's the matter? You didn't like that?
What the hell is this?
And that's why you don't feed Jack raw ingredients, is because Jack will just spit it up even though it increases his satisfaction gauge a little bit. It's just a reminder to tell you, hey, you should give him something that's a little more satisfying. So I only got 50 points by feeding him that cheese. But if I combine that with a stew or a cake, then I could have gotten those points and more. Well done also for getting the C rank reward, your reward for at least finishing the map. Impact 1 will make it easier to knock away enemies, which is going to be pretty useful if you find that the enemies are just clustering around you a wee bit too much and you want to knock them back a little bit. So that's helpful. I unlocked Main House 1. Good, good. So that way I can keep going with my commentary. And I also got the quick reload, which basically cuts in half the time it takes to reload your weapons. Very useful, and also highly recommended to use in conjunction with other skills that will increase your reload time. So it about meets in the middle. Alright.